In the beginning, did you have any pushback from the community? Like, was it hard to convince people that there was really power in this concept of greening the ghetto? And if there was, what did you do to combat that?
Yeah, I came to this work really late. I mean, my community actually was definitely had, much of its activist roots, but we were not, in many cases, very proactive about what we wanted. Like, we knew what we didn't want. So, when I would say, to people, oh, we're gonna build a park on the waterfront, what do you think about that? And I did hold meetings, and people were just like, we've got other things to worry about. And that was true. It wasn't like we didn't. But, I took the fact that many of them just didn't want to, they didn't want to help. I didn't take that personally. I was just like, you know what, we'll just wait and see. And if I fail, I fail. And if I don't, I don't. But I always had people working with me, but never like, until later on, it was never like huge numbers. It doesn't, and frankly, I don't think it has to be. And I think, people, recognizing that they're in this together and that you've got enough to watch your back, that's all you need. But the really funny story was when I did hold this community meeting, and there was one very powerful group, education advocacy group in the neighborhood, and I just remember like feeling the sneers, from the women in particular, who were just like, they were all mothers, and they were like saying things like, well, you don't have any kids, so you wouldn't know what it's like to send your kids through an industrial section, blah blah blah. And I was just like, well, you gotta like start somewhere. I mean, it's like you gotta sink your claws in, and then we'll deal with other stuff, going down. But start. And they just and they like ignored me after that, which was fine. But then the first time we opened that park. And I didn't even see most, because there were so many people, I didn't even see, like, some of my particular detractors. And then later on, I saw them in the neighborhood, and they were like, oh, Majora, you did it! And I was like, no, we did it.